You know who it is, and you know what time it is. Time to piss off some feminists, trad cucks, and whoever don't want to know the truth. Oh well, let's get started. What is going on, gents? It's R.P.M. here, reporting from Mobile Command with another random talk. Gentlemen, I want to start this off with a phrase from Napoleon. Never interrupt the enemy when they are making a mistake. Now, gentlemen, women will always be the best red pill salesman. Now, somebody might come and say, well, RPM, what do you mean by that? Well, let's take a look out into society, shall we? And let's focus on OnlyFans. So many women rushed into that site when the pandemic first broke out, when the shelter-in-place orders went into effect. So many women lost their BS government positions that let them think that they were so much better than the average man. However, the average man is still at work. Yeah. Now, there was a very interesting story that Joker and a few other, content creators talked about, and they covered the story of the female mechanic who actually, despite having a good, solid job, decided to get an OnlyFans account, and it came out that she was there. And of course, she ended up getting fired because of it. Oh, the irony. Now, of course, if you look at that article, they talked about how she was in line to become a good mechanic and all that happy horse nonsense. But I simply see that as an opportunity that was taken away from a man who could have filled that position. But once again, the simple fact that she still, in spite of having a good job, reverted back to her natural setting, which is sex, or, as I like to call it, the illusion of the possibility of sex for resources. Now you got another sect of women called the quote-unquote open hypergamy / get the bag group of women. I see videos like that, and I see guys in the comment section somewhat trying to argue with these women. Why? Why argue with a woman who has put her face out there and said, this is my belief system? Yes, I'm trying to get the bag. No, I'm not a quote-unquote gold digger, which we all know that is absolutely false. It's false. But they try to spin the narrative to where they have to have an ample supply of simps who are willing to shell out their money to these women. And the question behind that is why? Well, once again, the thirst for female validation overrides even the what's the word that I'm looking for? Rare that I'm at a loss for words. Oh yeah, the potential promise for sex. Yeah. Validation from a woman is more powerful than the urge for sex. That's just my opinion. Why do you think you have so many anti-MGTOW or anti-red pill videos out there from simps? They want their virtual pat on the head. They want to say, well, I'm not like those guys. Look at me, look at me. I'm a good little soldier. I'm a good little gynocentric soldier. Please, someone pat me on the head. Yeah, right. Guys like that, I look at them and say, wow, what a joke. Seriously, your addiction to female validation is so strong that becomes your identity, because that's all you have to offer. Women who you're trying to cape for will not, they will not give you sex. They're not. But like I said before, it's that virtual pat on the head. It's them getting a good job in the comment section that validates them. It is what it is. You know, guys like that, they can't be reached. Now, this goes back to an old phrase from one of my old Navy buddies. Sometimes the easiest lessons in life have to be learned the hard way. See, guys who are simps, they're going to have to learn that hard lesson when the very women that they're trying to quote unquote cape for turn on them. Now, we all know this is a very common occurrence in the SJW world. As long as you're saying what people want you to say, they're going to somewhat roll with you. However, as soon as you make one phrase that they don't like, they turn their ire on you. They will turn on you as quick as anything. Then you become the target of the quote unquote online lynch mob. Yeah. Isn't it ironic? But when you try to tell these guys, look, you're just a means for an end for these people, they're too far gone. So, yeah, they're going to have to learn the hard way. When the people stop giving them the thumbs up, when they stop leaving those good job messages in their comment section. And then what? Those guys become way more bitter and way more jaded than anybody, because at that point, they've lost their sense of identity, which was tied to female validation. Man, that is one hell of a drug that a lot of men are still addicted to. But you know what? It is what it is. You can't force somebody out of a situation that they truly want to be in. Yep. But yeah, gentlemen, these women out here are consistently red pilling more and more men through their actions. Yeah. It's like the women who said they were quote unquote anti-feminists. Every time I saw a video of a woman who proclaimed to be red pill, I simply asked them one question. When are you going to march on the family courts and try to get more actual equality in the family courts? Ironically, every time I ask that question, that comment gets removed. So ladies, as much as you want to proclaim to be quote unquote anti-feminist or red pilled or understand what men are going through, Yeah, the time for talk is over. More and more men want to see action. If you're not actively going against feminists, if you're not actively saying we need to get these laws changed, then guess what? Only thing you're doing is blowing smoke and trying to get more men to fall for your quote unquote chameleon wiles. It's unfortunate that a lot of men still fall for that, but hey, it is what it is. Reality is going to kick them square in the nuts. Well, gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have to say on this random talk. Let me know what you guys think. And ladies, the power is still metaphorically out. Feminism, for as much as you guys think is still strong, yeah, it's really up against the ropes. And I must say, thank the outbreak for putting it there. But that's all I got to say for this one. R.P.M. I am